change some things. Give me a second. What's going on here? Yeah. There we go. There we are. All right, how you guys doing today? How is everybody? Let's go live here and let's change this to monetization or subscribers only. But um, just really like getting up. It's been pretty hectic the last couple of days, and I appreciate people putting up with me. I'll tell you that. I do appreciate it. So thank you for being here, whether it's on the Let It Burn channel. Actually, let me change this. So now we're live on the Let It Burn channel. I still had my audio up, but hello everybody. I appreciate you for being here and supporting the Let It Burn channel and the Matthew Perry channel in such a big way. Hopefully the audio is good. Let me know if everything's great. Am I feeling better? Yeah, I'm feeling way better than how I felt this whole weekend. It was horrendous. And yesterday was a pretty interesting day as well. Taking care of Erica because she went to the dentist and got her wisdom teeth taken out. That's fun. So she's in some pain and whatnot. So taking care of her, making sure the kids are good as well. Part of being, a parent, a dad, a husband, all of that, and it feels amazing. I know some of you can relate. Good morning, Shib fam. Good morning, Matt. Um, Guten morning, Guten Morgen. Um, is that like German or something? Or are you saying someone's name? I don't know. I'm sorry. Uh, we all, as a community, going through it with you, fam. Thank you. I appreciate you. You know, saying that and being here and supporting me. Good morning, Matt. Uh, hope you're good, brother. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I can't complain. I was talking to the people over at Zelda Inu, and things are looking good over there as well. Looking to do a review on Zelda Inu today, a little bit more, especially since they're going to be, I don't know if they already did, drop their donation video, and obviously bringing more subscribers, more people to not only their Twitter page, but also their YouTube channel. Plant the wisdom tooth in the garden. Is that a thing? Does it do something? Good morning, everyone. Hey, Matt. UK making moves on crypto. It seems. So yeah, are you talking about UK is making like um, some positive moves into accepting crypto, or like what do you mean by, or you mean like just your portfolio is making some moves? Because I have certain things within my portfolio that's actually making moves. We also have kind of some good news, I guess, about Shiba Inu, which is really interesting. Something that will be kind of different than what we've seen in the past. And I don't know, I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know how they're going to set it up, but it's definitely pretty interesting. I don't know if you've seen things that are going around Twitter with a lot of your favorite Shiba Inu YouTubers or cryptocurrency YouTubers. Uh, it's pretty interesting. So good morning, good morning. My company trailers park in France accepts Shiba Inu payment. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's another use for it. I look to organize a burn with now payments. That is fantastic. That's fantastic. And if more companies are able to do that, that would be amazing. However, like for me, I just don't see the point in using your Shiba Inu unless it's within like the ecosystem there. You know what I mean? So like if you're using your Shiba Inu within the metaverse because you're forced to use Shiba Inu only in order to gather different investments or other opportunities within the metaverse, and that makes sense because it's not something where you're creating We're trading a appreciating asset for a depreciating asset. It's about trading um, a appreciating asset for an appreciating asset. That's what you need. And if you could trade, let's say, buy Shiba Inu lands, which technically appreciate in value as you do sell it, that's something pretty big. You know, and that's just my opinion, but it it does look that way. It's great because I exchange all of my Vault Inu for Zelda. You exchange all your Vault Inu for Zelda. Well, I think that's a good move. I don't know what's happening with Zelda or with Vault Inu. I haven't taken like a. I've watched some of your videos actually, um, but to tell you the truth, I don't have a lot of time to spend to watch. But I was trying to watch everything. Um, but yeah, I need to get caught up on everything Vault Inu. Hey Perry, I saw you're getting added to a Twitter group as one of the top YouTubers. Yes. I don't know what their plan is. I know they said they were going to be doing like a Twitter space, kind of like a YouTuber AMA. And that's really the big news. I wanted to talk about that in like a separate video and give my opinion on what's going to happen and what we could be looking forward to, because then it brings all communities together. It's not just me, but it's all communities together to be able to ask these questions, because we need to ask the hard question. And I hope it's not going to be one of those sugar coated AMAs to where everything is positive. It's like, hey, you know, thank you. I appreciate any opportunity for joining here, and we're not going to get any answers. No, like we need answers. There needs to be some clarity, because the issues that we've seen in the past is really just we don't have a clear vision as to what we're doing with Shiba Inu. We don't, and we need one. So if we can break this all down and get the questions that we ask, answered, that'll be great. They need to start paying attention to the community. We, the community, are not happy with the devs. Yeah, I would agree. What is going on with this cat? Is there? What are you doing, Daisy? Get out of here. Daisy's being weird. Um, I knew we. Wait, I knew we would never see you on that list of Shiba Inu devs and YouTubers. I honestly don't think you can be bought. No. Well, what's crazy is I am on that list. Wait, what do you mean? I knew we would never see you on that list of Shiba Inu. I can't be bought. You're right. And I just want answers for the community. If I feel some type of way, and then I feel as though it's correct, thinking that way, we need to be able to either change that mindset, or give me some answers, or whatever. Like we need to figure out something. But the questions have to be asked, and those questions have to be answered. Hey man, hope all is well. Yep, I appreciate you watch it. It's an honor. Yeah, no problem. I mean, I enjoy watching people's content, especially progression. I'll tell you that, because your videos are getting really good, and you can see you're getting more comfortable in front of the camera. I really like seeing that. My first videos, I reacted to my first videos very, very timid. Spoke like I didn't know what I was talking about. Even though I was in the field for however long. Um, but yeah, now I'm just I just talk however, and still use ums and all that stuff, and stutter and mess up words and leave it in, because this is real life. I understand you have to create a presentation most cases, and I would love to be able to do that, and I can create something really good with a lot of b-roll, a lot of editing, but it just takes too long to do that and get your message across, which most people want to see that, but I really don't have a lot of time to do that. So if I could, I'll just create the video, be upfront with you, open, and everything's live usually. If I truly mess up to where like maybe I don't know, Harper interrupts me, or um, I have something I need to do, or a cat jumps up on the table or something, then I'll edit it. But most cases I'm not. What's your thoughts on Saitama? I don't really have a huge thoughts on Saitama. I gave my thoughts on H bar yesterday. Um, I I believe it was the circulating supply that got me, the difference between circulating supply and max supply, but I'm not 100% sure. What is Carol doing in the office? Just kidding. Yeah, I'll open up the screen in a little bit to show you guys some stuff. I'm just reading some comments. Hey Matt, I've been watching mostly old videos. Is your normal stream wait, is this your normal stream time? So yes, I usually go from 7 to about 9 to 10 o'clock, depending on the day, and what I have, available for that day. But I know things are probably going to change as, like Harper has to, go to school and all that stuff. Things are going to change there, but that's like months away. So right now, this is the normal stream time, and maybe we'll do something that it'll be earlier, and then we'll have a little break in between so that I can get Harper on the bus, and then we'll finish it out. Oh man, I meant those wallets that are being exposed for pushing coins. They have hundreds of thousands of millions in. Sorry, I responded to a different thing, and not the YouTube AMA. Oh, okay, okay. I didn't even know about that. I didn't even know about that at all. What coins are they pushing? Because I've seen a number of YouTubers that have been pushing a ton of coins, and I understand, why they're doing it. They're looking to create their own bag. It's great, but it's also not great at the same time. I mean, what is your community? You know what I mean? Like at some point you have to dial it back, and you can't support everything with every video. Hey bro, what do you think about SKL? I haven't looked into it. Let's look at SKL. Sidekick token, like the phone, the old school phone sidekicks. Those things were great. Let me open up my screen real quick. Let me see if that opened it up. It did. Okay, here we go. So we currently have it's at 17 cents, almost 18 cents. We're gonna see that basically the total amount of supply is out there. It is self-reported, so we're not 100% sure, but you are looking at the total supply that is out there, which is only about 100 million. So you have a lot of room for growth. Looking at $17.8 million market cap, you could see the growth in the last day, really from this low of 16 all the way up to about 18 cents. Let's look at it over 7 days. Over 7 days, we've seen some fluctuation, really kind of hovering around that 17, or I guess 16 to 18 cents, or borderline 19 cents. If we look at it over a month, yeah, we're going to see more fluctuation. That currently we're at the low point. Now, I don't know why we see this much fluctuation. There must be something going on within um, the position that, people are just, easily buying and selling and making these moves, because you see it up here. It doesn't hold at these levels very strong, but it has gotten up to these levels. And I can't tell if anything's being diluted. I don't think that would be the case anyways, because you have 100% of the supply that is out there, which is a good thing. But currently you're seeing this at more of a lower point in the last like 3 months. Um, things really hit kind of like their low points here of around 13. So where it is now, I would consider it at a low point, and you can definitely see something push up to a higher point. But can you see that double in price? It's unlikely that you will see it double in price. I don't know how long this has actually been out there. Let's go for a year. So it looks like this has only been out since February. So it's really been kind of taken a hit from the level of 34 cents all the way down to these levels. And this large drop shows that there can be um, a quick form of, you know, decreasing that asset. So you buying up that position and then completely tanking the position hard. And that's exactly what you saw there. But you can see that these are the low points. Will this continue to go lower? It's definitely possible, because as you could see here, you could see this as kind of this similar point right here. You create these double highs, these double touch points, right? And then it decreases down. Now you're creating these double touch points and it decreases down. Could it be something that could be a little bit lower? the good thing is that you did break through these previous highs, so it shows it has strength above that. So it looks decent. It looks like it has a chance, but you just need um, more ability to grow. Um, you don't have as many markets, and maybe when it is introduced to other markets, that might be a possibility to run. But right now, I think it's going to be stuck where it is. you know. Good morning, Matt. Trying to figure out why I can't convert my coins in Coinbase wallet. Used to be able to. Used to be able to. Any answer? What are you trying to convert them? You're trying to convert them to uh, USDC or something. What are you trying to convert them to? I know with Coinbase. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what you're trying to convert them to. What's the best thing as wait? What is the best thing as a crypto investor price or market supply? So I think market supply is probably the big piece because you can have a price. Let's say you can have a $15,000 price, and people can think that can go absolutely crazy, right? But it all depends on where the market supply is because it tells you where the potential is, right? In my opinion, I feel like market supply is the first thing you need to look at, and then price is the second thing, right? Because if it has a low price and it has a low market supply, you know that it has a lot of potential to grow. Um, the only thing you do want to look at after that is to see where it's available, to see the volume, to see the popularity, and also to look up maybe some history of what it's about. Maybe just go on Twitter and type in a hashtag of whatever that coin is called, the coin symbol, um, and you'll basically be able to figure out if it's very, very popular. If it's not popular, then you have an issue with trying to build popularity because there's a lot of coins out there that have potential but don't have the popularity yet, right? And maybe they can gain the popularity with a number of people that are talking about it. So I would say supply first. What do you think about Cheem's Inu coin? I think at this point I'm completely done with other Inu coins. If they're not creating a name for themselves after this, especially after all of these coins are created and actually creating like some sort of use case, when you have things like Zelda Inu that can create a use case behind it and also have a huge community behind it, everything else that comes after different different levels of things because you have that first wave which is Zelda Inu, right? Or sorry, which you have Shiba Inu. Then you have the second wave where you have a couple of things that come up that have great use cases, but also have like maybe the name behind it, whether it's Shiba or whether it's Inu, right? And that's where you see Zelda Inu and maybe some other Inus that are there as well. But then you start getting into other ones to where they're starting to come up and everything has an Inu, like Will Smith Inu and all of those other ones. And it's like, that's where I start to get turned off with, all the Inus. So after that third level, that's where I'm just like, no. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked into it, but maybe I'll look into it later. Why is there a monolith in the in the room behind you? I don't know. Hey Matt, what do you think of Omar Rocket? Only on Pancake Swap right now. What is it? Omir? Omir? Well, I don't see anything on Coinbase, Coin Market Cap. I usually like to break it down on Coin Market Cap because it has everything that I need. If it's not, typically you're getting it. You have to go to different sites for it and understand how many holders there are and all that other stuff. So I don't have an opinion on it right now. But as soon as it gets on Coin Market Cap, I can definitely give an opinion. Marvin Inu, and Bitmar incoming. Well, that's amazing. Hey, one of my old videos. Why does this pop up? Dismiss. The stream set. Wait, stream set I've been getting exposed are pushing Apollo Inu. They're giving millions of dollars along with uh, a lot of SHIB devs. not even holding Shiba Inu, but massive amounts of bone and leash. They're giving millions of dollars. Like these people were given millions of dollars, like in order to push Apollo Inu. Seriously? Why would they give that much? They're a YouTuber. Wait, there's a YouTuber that does videos on new tokens. Looked at their old videos. Only one token went positive. Something I keep in mind. Yeah, that's true. Bigger Entertainment has deleted all their SHIB related tweets. Why? Jeez. That's like taking it overboard. That's what I'm talking about. Like I understand leaving the community, but don't leave the history behind. Like don't do that. Don't completely, leave it in the dark or whatever, however you want to call it. Like I don't see that as um a thing that Bigger Entertainment should have done. That's crazy to me. That's like someone that's like someone not doing business with somebody and then all or doing business with somebody and then deciding to get a do away with that business and then delete all accounting records. It's like that's not the IRS is not going to like that. What do you think about Shiba? What do I think about Shiba? I love Shiba. So most people are kind of Comp is making some moves. Most people think that when I talk about Shiba now, that I'm not bullish on Shiba because I keep bringing up like negative things. The negative things are because I want to talk about the problems that are happening. Things have issues. Everything has issues. Everything has problems. At least one. So, um, I think Harper's upstairs. She's running around for some reason. Maybe she's getting like yogurt or something. I don't know. But what was I going with? So most people will think that I'm not bullish on Shiba Inu because of everything that I'm saying that's negative, and it's not that I'm completely negative on it. Like again, everything has problems. Everything has at least one problem, and we need to be able to sort out those problems in order to push this thing forward. Because we know the community cares about burns. We know the community cares about Shiba Inu in general, and I think they're really like pushing people out by not addressing how SHIB is going to be implemented into the ecosystem here. Because I understand they want the ecosystem to grow. It's great. Ecosystem will grow and people will adapt to the other, coins and other investments and all that stuff. But Shiba Inu has to be a big part of it. It really does. And I know that they see this. And even if they do, and I'm not going to say that they are, you know, getting paid in bone and leash and having everything within those investments, understand that you don't need to just push those investments in order to see bone and leash run. It's part of the ecosystem. So if Shiba Inu gets a benefit from everything else that's happening there, people that are invested in Shiba Inu will invest in those other things as well, right? That's how it goes. It's not about people investing in those other things first and then saying, okay, well, we'll see how that affects Shiba Inu. No, everything is about how does it affect the investment that I have now. And if it affects it in a big way right now, then we're going to make this investment elsewhere as well. I have extra money. Let me put it in bone and leash, you know, or let me put it into whatever, metaverse lands. 1 billion tokens, as 100 billion tokens, 40% will be burned, and 1% of 25 billion will be airdropped to your wallet for 100 days. That sounds interesting. And I always like to get in before those burns happen because the increase happens, right? I'm not saying that you would sell at those increases, but if you get in before all of the burns happen, know that you're in at one of the lowest prices and it can never get to that price again because the um, the amount in order to get to that price has been burned off, right? So if you're looking at 40%, let's say you have 100% of the supply out there and you invest in when all of the supply is out there and they end up burning off 40% of the supply. Well, now that price can never get to the price that you started at because the floor has been risen, right? The ceiling has been risen as well. So you are essentially giving yourself an automatic win on that investment if you can get in before they decide to burn off a lot of the coins. So that's always interesting. Comp, yes, comp. Let's look at comp real quick. So comp for me currently at 162, while everything else is kind of slightly down. And things are kind of fluctuating. Things are moving positively, negatively. It's just all over the place. And I'm happy with what comp is doing, but I want to see other things start to really run. Like I know Harvest Finance will run, and I'm all for it. I know OMG will run. We'll get to higher numbers. I know Krill will run. It's already ran once. And yes, I'm upset with myself that I didn't have 10,000 because I would have taken 5,000 of it at that moment and then put it back in at the low because I felt like we would see something pull back. But I didn't take any of it because this is my amount that I want to see at $5, at $10, at $20, at some of those levels. Uh, you heard of Tectonic and Jasminecoin? I have talked about Tectonic before. Not the biggest fan. I like that it's on the Cronos network, but I don't like the fact that there's 69% of the supply that's in the top like 8 wallets, and I understand they have them labeled now. Since I've mentioned this, and maybe other people have mentioned this as well. But I'm not the biggest fan when that much of a percentage is in the top 8 wallets. Typically, you want that spread out with normal people, and maybe they're looking to burn it. That could be a possibility that they're looking to just get rid of it. But right now, it looks like it has a home, and usually those homes will sell. If that makes sense. Jasmine Coin, I've looked into that as well, and I think currently I don't know if it's at a very low price, but it was at like 2 cents the last time I saw it, and maybe people are diving into it. But yeah, it's at 3 cents now, but it seems like they keep diluting, right? This can get diluted like hell because if you look at the 50 billion that's out there, you have 4.7 billion that's out there. So basically 5 billion, or almost 10% that's out there in circulating supply. So this can be diluted all the way to $1.5 billion market cap at the current price. So know that that's going to be very difficult to see massive growth in, and that's why I won't make a move. The dilution is crazy, right? And maybe it does have the biggest use case in the world, but the dilution is insane for me. Our use case is co-owning a yacht. Check out the white paper. Interesting. Where am I at? I was somewhere and I can't find it now. Thank you for that $2 super chat. Can you pull up Marvin Inu chart? So I can, but know that I'm not going to talk much about it. Just because I'm sort of done with other e-news, right? It's currently at a $26.2 million market cap. You can see the movement. If we're going to look out 3 months, it's currently at a higher price than where it was. It's been running over February and now has hit this higher price. And maybe there was some that was burned, but I'm not sure. You're looking at 1 trillion total supply, and yeah, the volume is down by 57%. You probably have a bunch of people that are holding in, maybe some burns that are going on, but um, I don't know. I'm sort of done with all the e news here, and this is coming from Marvin the Martian. You have about 1,000 holders, 9,739 transfers. If you look at some of the holders, you have 14% that's in the dead wallet, and maybe more that can go towards it. I don't like that this wallet has 7%. Um, Hopefully that comes with burning off some of that because that's a huge wallet. Just a open wallet that has 7%. It's pretty big. And I guess that's where we've come to, because you think about it with like a business, it's always comfortable when people can hold 50% of a position. But when it comes to Shiba Inu, or sorry, not Shiba Inu, when it comes to cryptocurrency, people can't hold 50%. If you hold 50%, that is a like clear rug pull, right? For a lot of people, and I understand. It looks like the amount of traction. It looks like the amount of traction in the Let It Burn channel, especially the 24-hour live streams, has dialed down. We're not seeing as many viewers. We're seeing less viewers, and I understand how it could be difficult, to be a part of that. And I'll keep it up no matter what the viewers are. They could be 5 viewers, it could be 10 viewers, it could be 25 viewers, um, but I'll keep it up and keep it running. As well as I've seen, it won't say who they are exposing. Uh, there's a specific Twitter that is releasing all of these wallets. I'll tag you in one later on Twitter. Okay. Well, let me know. You got to let me know when you tag me because there's a lot of tags that are going on, especially right now. I know bigger entertainment is better, but I'm having flashbacks to Ask the Doctor. I don't know what that is. Good morning, Matt. What do you think? I feel like I've heard about it. What do you think about Hex? Um, I haven't really looked into Hex too much, but I've seen people wear shirts and talk about it. Currently, you're looking at, I guess, a lowish supply compared to how much is actually out there. You are seeing a $26 billion market cap. It wouldn't be something that I would get into just because the market cap is so high, but dilution can also be high. So if we look at it over 3 months, we probably see, oh, you know what? Dilution has not been bad over the last 3 months. Let's look over the last year. You haven't really seen much dilution, so that's interesting. And maybe some is like burned off or something. That's the total supply, and that's the circulating supply. I don't really know the detail, but if we looked at a fully diluted market cap here, it would be around 95 billion. The current market cap is 26 billion. So anything that's at this level, I'm most likely not making a major investment on unless it has a a huge future in decreasing that supply to bring that market cap. Even if the market cap stays the same, the price would go up a lot. So I'm not saying that I'm not a fan of it, that it won't move. It's just not something that I'm looking at right now because crypto right now is about 3x, 4x, 5x gains at least. And eventually it will get to a point to where they're more consistent gains to where you see, um, or more reasonable gains, I guess, around the levels of 30% or 50%. And then it'll become boring. But people will still be invested heavily into cryptocurrency unless they tax it heavily. It's like we are being forced to buy bone and leash. Basically, we don't want that. Shiva is about patience. Yes, it is, but we also need vision. If we don't have a vision, it's not good. Shiba will hit 5 cents this year. 5 cents this year, that's tough. Matthew, the problem is not you talk about Shiba. The problem is you talk too much with zero update from the developers, and you work hard for Shiba more than the developers. The problem is you talk too much with zero update from the developers. I feel like that's like a, I don't know if it's a positive thing or a negative thing. If you're saying like I talk too much with zero update, or you're saying that the zero update is the negative part within that. This is where you start getting those texts and you read into it and you don't know what they're talking about, if they mean something that's mean or like not. You know what I mean? I would imagine you don't. Sorry. But yeah, I totally know what you mean. I guess developers should be giving us a clear vision, a clear update as to what Shiba Inu's role is playing in this, because it's always like Shiba Inu is going to play a bigger role. Okay, how? Well, it's going to play a bigger role. Well, how? Well, we have that coming. You should know this. How is it going to play a bigger role? You have so many people invested in, Shiba Inu, and we have seen nothing that has come back to Shiba Inu. Everything that has affected the ecosystem in a big way, but nothing has come back to Shiba Inu. Something as little as staking SHIB and trying to capture SHIB. You're staking SHIB, but then they're giving you bone, right? Or they're giving you whatever. And that's not what we asked for. We asked for benefits with Shiba Inu. All right. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hey, how you doing, guys? I'm here. I have a floating mic. That's what I saw. A floating mic. Um, let's see. Will Smith should show respect back to Chris Frost and okay. Um, our project who's wait. I'm in a project whose devs say burns don't really affect the price. They have a supply of 62 sextillion, thinking of pulling out. Burns do affect the price depending on how much volume and popularity you have. If you don't have popularity, burns do not affect the price. That's the issue that a lot of people look at. They're always like, oh, burns don't just affect the price. And you're right. If you literally have no volume and you just burn off coins, they don't affect the price, right? However, if you have volume and you have burns that are happening, yes, they affect the price. Clearly, they do. Because if you're looking at the same amount of demand, you're going to see an increase in the price. It just makes sense, right? That's simple. But people don't understand that because they're always looking for different things. They're like, oh, well, burn tokens have been a thing and they've been tested. They haven't been tested. All of the examples have been ones that have no volume at all. However, Shiba Inu has the volume right now, and this is why we need to burn now. If we do not have the volume, like if we get to a point to where people give up on the position and then they start to burn, understand that the price will not move then. The price will not make its large jumps if we're burning off 60 trillion a year or 100 trillion a year. We need to make these moves now so people a bunch of people get interested, a bunch of people get into the position, and we're seeing a huge community, not just a small community or not just a regular community that we're seeing now, which is still, we're seeing 100 or 1.1 million holders in Shiba Inu, but it could be so much more if we decided to, add burns, add a transaction burn within it. 1% burn does not hurt anyone, right? People will gladly pay the 1% in order to see Shiba Inu run to some of these levels. 5% won't hurt either, right? Having so many different methods to where it burns off Shiba Inu on a normal use case is a big thing. Understand that naming and renaming is not a normal use case. I consider these two things. You're looking at a a burn method and a burn mechanism, right? A burn mechanism for me, in my opinion, and these are my definitions that I'm, making up, I guess. A burn mechanism is something that's built by normal use case, right? You buying and selling something within the ecosystem is a normal use case, right? You're buying land, you're buying Shiba Inu, you're buying Bone, you're buying anything. If everything that you bought within this ecosystem burned Shiba Inu would run to a ridiculous price. People would sell it at certain levels, and that's great, but you would see so much positivity that's going into a position like this, and you have to figure out a way in order to get Shiba Inu to burn off coins or consistently burn off coins. It's not about just burning off the coins, it's about consistent burns that people can see growth patterns with, right? As you see these burns coming along, as you see day after day, we see higher volume, we see more burns those days. Like, that's what we need. Not anything to where we're like, hey, you burn off 90% today. No, we don't need that. It's not about, hey, them burning off 20% tomorrow, right? It's not about that. We need to burn off consistently. And within a month, we can burn off 1%. Then the next month, it's a high month, we burn off 2% or 10% or whatever, right? Not 10%, that would be very high, but burning off a lot. I'm going to skip some. Thank you for being a member for 10 months, Kevin, or 12 months, sorry. 1 full year. That's insane. Thank you. I think some of the devs need to be replaced with people who really care about this community. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't think they need to be replaced. I just think they need kind of like a change of heart. Like, understand what we can build with this community, because the community cares about the community as well, not just about their own pockets, right? I'm a person that has, a decent stake, not a crazy stake into Shiba Inu, but I do have a decent sized stake into Shiba Inu, and I care about the community, right? I could care less about exactly how much I'm making. Like, that I'm not going to be insanely greedy. I talk about my exit strategies. I give you guys exit strategies, and hopefully you guys take those exit strategies and build something for yourself. Just a thought, but since all the money is from the burn channel gets burned, why not take the money, buy SHIB and stake it, and then burn all the staking that comes with SHIB along the way? So the problem with that is that that goes under me. So if I stake it and burn it myself, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, whatever gains I get from those, I'm going to have to pay taxes on those gains. So that's the issue with that. And also, I feel like it's not enough to be able to create a large impact. So the regular burns will create more of an impact by doing that. And eventually I will burn off that total amount, but it's something to where it's not creating a large impact to where it's driving in people, right? We need the channel to grow. And if we can get the channel to where we are bringing in $500,000 a month or a year, and that would be great to take $500,000, put it into SHIB, and then stake it and do all that. But you have to work out the taxes, which my taxes are already going to be insanely difficult with everything that's going on. So I don't want to make it more complicated. I saw Milkshake include you in with the other YouTubers. Well, yeah, and I'm glad she did. Should we be concerned Shiba Inu isn't moving much? No, I don't think we should be concerned. There's like speculation and a bunch of drama that's going on with Shiba Inu right now. I don't expect them to move a hell of a lot right now, and you're not seeing a crazy amount of movement and everything. So why should you expect Shiba Inu to be different? I'm starving, so I'm just gonna eat some yogurt. Um, anyone saw 10 billion deal from the government towards COVID efforts or vaccine? I haven't. Boy, I wish they would pay off my student loans. I mean, I'll pay my student loans, but if they're gonna offer, I'll take it. I just think the cost of. I mean, I went the conservative route with the cost of college, right? Because I didn't pay a crazy amount and I have 4 degrees. Like there are people that pay 4 times the amount that I've paid and they only have a bachelor's degree. So I feel like I am doing a good job, but still, it's still expensive. Look at that post by Shib Queenie on Twitter. What post? Uh, is it a brand new post? Mm, it's not a retweet. It's a post. Work to structure the welcome. That's a retweet. What are we talking about? All I see is retweets. Is it a retweet or is it something? Maybe it was a response. Welcome a good and solid event for the community while confirming YouTubers that want to participate. Details and a date. I read this already. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll tell you what. Compound is looking good. Compound looks really, really good. Glad to be here. I learned a lot from all you guys. It's great because it's about learning from the community. It's not about learning from just me because I don't know everything, right? And I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to be transparent, and I'm going to tell you that I don't know everything because I don't. Can you have a look at Quant? So currently, Quant I believe is at a lower price. It has been moving. It's up to 141. But yeah, I currently hold two and waiting for that to get back up to the previous levels. I probably should buy more at these levels because I know Quant can make huge moves. But I defaulted for putting more into Compound, which it seems to be working out. And I don't know. I mean, they tend to go back and forth with prices. I tagged you on Twitter. I don't know if you see my first message about those wallets. I have a piece of comp. Glad to hear some good news. Yeah, definitely. Let me just duplicate this and bring this over here. And let me see what you tagged me in. Mentions. Wait, what do you? Wait, you tagged me in what? Did you tag me in the tweet? Thank you so much for your answers. Here's what I have to work on. The community watches their videos. They follow their content, energy, and commentary. I want to invite the Shib Army's favorite YouTubers to a special Shiba Inu breeds Twitter space. Yeah, I don't. This is wait. I'm confused. This isn't the thing to where people are taking millions of dollars, right? That's not what that is. That's all I got tagged in. I don't know what we're talking about here. Yeah, because I shared that. I'm confused. Huh. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. Oh wait, you tagged me in something 14 minutes ago. My profit taking strategy. Is this from Zach Humphreys? Is that who? My profit taking strategy is usually take my initial investment and additional 20% on top when it 2 to 3x's. Why? But depends on the assets and where I think it's going. I mean, if you partner with something, it's interesting. I mean, everybody has their own strategies, and if they get um, introduced into a project, I don't know if it's a horrible thing. I would have to look into it a little bit more. But yeah, right now I don't have the time to look into that. But that's interesting to always see different YouTubers that may take some money and decide to sell it or whatever. You don't have to reply to this. This isn't FUD. Only my personal experiences. I've provided liquidity for Shiba Swap and haven't received promised rewards over 4 months and no response from the devs. Yeah, I don't. Again, I don't see it as FUD. I see it as information. If you haven't received what you were supposed to receive, I mean, things are not really going as planned, right? So we need to figure out how we can get there. You know, I would absolutely love to be a part of, like the leadership team in, create extending these like burn efforts, because the burn efforts are what we care about, and staking efforts as well. I mean, currently we have a way to stake it over in crypto.com, and that's the way that I do it. And I receive everything through crypto.com. There's no issues there. But Shiba Swap needs to be, like, there needs to be something better. I won my YouTube appeal. That's amazing. You're the only person I see talk about these coin, uh, these coins. No disrespect. I wish you the best of luck, but I don't ever see SHIB to a penny. I respect your opinion. I do respect your opinion. I mean, there's a lot of people that can't see it, and it's very difficult to see, especially when you have everything, kind of cloudying the skies. I don't think that's a word. Clouding the skies, where you have no information from the devs to burn off Shiba Inu. Now, if we had a clear vision on how much is being burned, then you could see that vision, that future potential, and where it can get to. But people are kind of speculating, and people being me, I'm speculating into where Shiba Inu can go based on what I see, or the community led burns and how they can build, plus what the devs can do. Right? If Shib Queenie is right saying that, and I haven't seen this post at all. If somebody can find that post and tag me in that response or post or whatever, that we can eventually burn off 100 trillion a year, that would be amazing. Obviously, we need to burn off kind of a lot more than that for things to happen within the first 4 years, or 3 years, or something like that. But that would be great if we can burn off 100 trillion a year. And that's with normal use cases, not with just like burning it off. But again, I respect your opinion. I respect everybody's opinion. I'm staking. He spelled steak like the food. I'm staking 13 million SHIB. Best time to stake any coins. My thoughts. Yeah, I would agree. um, I posted it in Twitter and tagged you on it again. Yeah, I think I have something up right now that I need to go through. Let me duplicate this screen. There's a lot of stuff. Okay, yeah, I just saw this. He's influenced the wrong guy. Day one, day out. Add this wallet. Who's next? Yeah, that's interesting, and I'm all for it. I don't sit here and dump anything. I'll be honest with you guys, when I do end up selling something. Usually I'm telling you guys when I do sell something and at what point I'm going to make that sell or buy. And it's just interesting. Everybody has their own strategy. Maybe they're not as open as I am, and they have a certain profit taking strategy, right? But for me, um, I I don't get that much from someone. Like, I don't know. This person has $2.1 million in Apollo Inu. Is that correct? $2.1 million in Apollo Inu? Insane. Insane. I mean, that is a lot. If he grew it to $2.1 million, then that's amazing. But if he either invested millions of dollars or um, received millions of dollars, and that's obviously not good. Because yes, you want to take some profits, whatever you feel as though if things are moving, let's say if it's been going on for like a year and you want to take some profits out of it, that's always great to be able to do that. But to like take all of it is not really a good thing. If you're being paid to push a token, that's not bad. But if you're gonna dump it in any way, then that is bad. Um, without letting anybody know, if you're gonna sit here and say, you know what, I'm selling a portion of my Apollo Inu, or I'm getting out of the position because I don't believe in the growth from here, yeah, that's great. You can say that, be honest. But whatever. You have faith, man. I give you credit. Anything can happen. Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, if you can see Shiba Inu run and grow millions of percent, it can definitely make that move again as long as we have the right support from it. So this time it's more of a controlled um, increase to some of these levels over a number of years and not a quick turnaround. That's what we're looking for. Hey, buddy, are you still in Vault Inu? I am still in Vault Inu, and if so, are you looking forward to the merge of V2? I'm not. Right, I'm not heavily invested into it anyway, so it's not something I'm actively, researching and looking into. But I'm not. Right, the reason why is because anytime I've seen a V2 happen, it hasn't really played out the right way, right? And I mean, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that this can make a move, but it's not like I have hundreds of thousands of dollars invested into it or thousands of dollars invested into it. I have like $100 or $200 invested into it, which is still money, but it's not something that will bankrupt me, basically. So can't say I'm excited. I'm interested to see what will happen, but I'm not really like excited. You versus Richard Hart celebrity boxing match, winner take all. I mean, I would box somebody as long as they keep it clean. There's a channel we all know pushing Luna 1 hard. Looks tight. My finger is on the buy button. JJ, I followed you on Twitter. Ponzi Slayer 7.0 is exposing a lot of YouTubers' wallets uh, that were given coins and encouraged to push. Shiba Dev wallets exposed to by Ponzi. Well, that's good. That's really, really good. Maybe I should give him a follow. The hell is that? You're getting Marvin. You're getting Marvin. Everybody's getting Marvin. Okay. Let's see. Where is where is it? I just had it up. Is this a? Oh, come on. Now it went away. Here we go. No, that's just a picture. I have to type him in. Why do I want to do that? On the Ponzi Slayer. Here we go. All right. Well, I'll follow you. I want to see what goes on there. April April 3rd, Austin Hilton blocked you. Zach Humphreys, um, me, Tammy Sky, the Sandstorm YouTube. Interesting. Yeah, I wanna see it. I wanna see what's gonna happen there. All right, so we got 42 people over on the Let It Burn channel. If you guys can hit the like button, that would be great. Continue to tap the like button, gently tap it. Don't destroy it because it's not good for your health. Hey, Matt, what are your thoughts on Smooth Love Potion? I like the name. I do like the name. And I liked it a while ago. I don't think it's moving as much as it was in the past, but I really liked it. You're concerned Harvest won't break 200 again, with people always selling and knocking the price down when it runs to 114. It will. It will. The the price movement is based on a very low amount of volume. Wait until the volume really starts to break. Um, and this is just my opinion. I'm not saying that it's absolutely going to get there. I believe that it will for me. And maybe for you, right? If it doesn't get there, then oh well. But I do believe it's going to get there. And that's why I hold 61, I believe. I'm so cold. It was a retweet from First Word recently. If you get a chance, it's worth a read. You have a new member? It doesn't look like I have a new member. I don't have a new member anywhere. No, I don't have a new member. I combined that sentence so hard. Sorry about the coughing. How's everybody doing today, though? Let's check out some portfolios really quick. I do want to check out the stock market. We haven't looked at the stock market. I need to drink more water. I notice I drink a lot of water whenever I go work out, but I don't drink a ton of water when I'm down here because I'm always talking. Same thing when I'm on the golf course. When I'm on the golf course, I'm always talking and recording, and I don't have time to drink water. So if I have like one of those squirt bottles, usually that works out pretty nice because I just pick it up and squirt it and don't have to like screw the top or anything like that, which sounds weird, but whatever. Let's check out the stock market. Let's see what's happening within here. So it looks like we're not seeing much movement in the stock market, or at least the positions that I'm in or actively watching. You're not seeing much movement, which sucks because it makes it very boring because you're not seeing movement in the crypto market. You're not seeing movement in the stock market. It's just very boring. AMC dipped to 2208. You think it will dip again today? With the way things are rolling and how they're shorting it, I mean, it's likely that it will. And even when it does get up to higher levels, like it gets up to $34 and they end up shorting it back down to 22. That is insane that they can short it back down to these levels. And it just, is prolonging the inevitable. I mean, we're looking at this thing that can run based on a ton of shorts that are going through, things that are happening behind the scenes, shorts that are happening every single day. The amount of volume that can go through this positive volume will be insane, and we're not giving up on this. And if they think that we're we're ever going to give up on this, there's always going to be a mass amount of people that are going to buy this, that are willing to hold this position. And no matter how much they want to short it, no matter how much they want to hold it, hold on to their shorts for a lengthy period of time, understand that there will always be people here that believe in what AMC can do. There are some people that are getting tired of it, though. I hear it all the time where they're like, and then wash her down with water. um, yeah, there are people that talk about AMC all the time in a negative light, and you know I either have to like talk them off the ledge, or they end up saying, you know what, I'm done and I'm just selling the position, and that's understandable. I mean, if you've invested something that you feel as though you need right now, then get out of the position. For me, it's not something I need right now. It's not something I'm ever going to need at any point. Now, if I see it get to $1 million, it could be something that I could use. You know what I mean? um, But yeah, I will get to a point to where I can use a lot of that money, but it's not to a point to where I need the money, right? I don't ever need that money that's in the stock market. That's why I'm letting it sit there. Have your wife give you an IV bag? Well, she's a X-ray tech, so I don't think she can do that. I mean, she probably can. Matt, I'm about to drive again. I wasn't able to let you know. The V2 for CRN is in the pins for the general chat on Discord. And Prime has been in the chat, and I asked him some questions. Okay, well maybe we can talk about that. What are the questions that you asked? Because I haven't checked it out. You said it's in like which announcements? Let me actually go back here because I don't know what you said. It's in the general chat. It's in the pins for general chat. Let's see. Why wouldn't it be in announcements if they're looking to do that? Or is it something that they're just talking about? um, yeah, we'll have to talk about this because I don't see it. I'll have to look into it. I don't see it. It's in the pins. Uh, Mass affecting claiming in time frame. Blah 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 blah. This is the Cronos blockchain issue. It's not okay. That's not it. Pin message. Yeah, I don't know. That's 331, 331, 331. Oh, 1 month to 2 months shooting for earlier. We have exciting things dropping that we think the whole community will love before V2 comes. Finishing that, then all head on V2. Yeah, I'm never a big fan of V2, but since I'm a part of it, I mean, I guess I'll be pushed into V2 maybe. I don't know. We'll see. It's interesting. I haven't collected my reward in like 3 days. So always letting it build up. I should probably do that. What new projects are you looking at? None at the moment. I haven't been looking to invest in anything else just because to this month is not going to be a good month for investing at all. Taxes are due for me, which means I'm probably going to have to pay $15,000 to $20,000 in taxes, which is great. Um, Absolutely perfect. But we'll see what that ends up being and what we can get out of that. Sorry, now I'm starting to cough because I had that yogurt. I thought that wouldn't affect me, but it did. So yeah, I'm not looking at any projects right now. I would love to be able to look at more projects, but I'm not really looking at any new projects right now. What I'm holding is what I'm holding, which is about 27,000, and I'm looking to put more. Anything that I do get, I'm looking to put more into CRO. CRO is my large player in the game. I'll tell you what I should do. I know there's a couple of things that I could gain, APY on, and gaining a passive income is always great. Gaining a daily or weekly passive income is always great. So if I can take some of these, I said I was going to move a lot of these over um, to crypto.com, and I will, and gain at least 1%, if not like 3%. uh, you must have a lot of money to be paying that much in taxes. Uh, I I make a lot of money that I don't pay taxes up front on. It's not about making a lot of money in order to do that. and I don't know what you classify as a lot of money. I consider it, a decent amount, way more than what I was making when I, first started working. But yes, I would say that I have so many different forms of passive income that I'm not paying taxes on up front that I have to pay taxes on it, and especially YouTube income, which is now my full-time job. So I don't pay any taxes up front on my YouTube income. I pay taxes all when tax season is due, and I just wait until April in order to do my taxes, which I don't even know how much I actually owe because I haven't. I usually do my taxes by now. I just don't pay them until the deadline because what's the point of paying them early? You don't get any type of benefit for paying them early. Marvin Inu is the best coin to jump in. Look at Marvin Inu. I don't know about that. I'm kind of done with the Inus. I have a couple um, in my portfolio and ones that I talk about, ones that I really believe in. Um, but there's a lot that are coming up. uh, Don Don Deals oh wait, Don Deals. Thank you for joining as a member. I appreciate it. That's phenomenal. A new Money Makes Money member. I appreciate you being here. Welcome to the team. Shoot, I had to pay six figures to Uncle Sam. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, when you make a hell of a lot, like say if you make in passive income, if you make a hell of a lot, like you make $1 million, right, you're paying six figures in passive in taxes. That's just it's just happening. You have to pay the IRS early, but if you if you owe money, then they'll take their sweet time. Yeah, that's 100% true. If you are owed money, yes. All right. So again, we're starting to see things turn positive, which is really good. After yesterday being kind of negative, I think we will see Harvest Finance make some moves. Um, I'm gonna move probably OMG over to crypto.com today. I'm also most likely gonna move Compound over to crypto.com today. And let's see, any other ones that I can move to crypto.com? Probably, I think that's it. I think OMG and Compound are the only ones that I can move over to crypto.com. ApeCoin isn't available there yet. Shiba Inu, I guess I can move that because I have 202 million over there already. So I might as well move that. Dogecoin, I'm actually thinking about buying more Dogecoin. To be honest, I'm thinking about buying more Dogecoin because I feel like they might have something coming that they've been working on. And I'm not 100% sure. I haven't been looking into it heavily. But the hell was that? I don't know what was that. It sounded like a car. I mean, the world's full of them. It's not weird, but it's just weird that you're hearing a long beep around these areas. You don't, unless it's a school bus. No, school buses are already gone. Bro, how come you don't have a Philadelphia long beard? Because I'm not from Philly, and I do have a beard, but I don't have a long beard here. I would actually like to have a thicker beard, but not long. I don't want it that long. Because Hayden already pulls on the beard that I do have. Hey, but I bet your uncle wished he bought BTC 15 years ago. Yeah, most people will say crypto is a fat. Like this is the thing. People will follow what older investors think, and if they think anything, like you're looking at Warren Buffett, right? He secretly gets into crypto by entering this by putting his money into a bank that basically exclusively invests in crypto. And he's still not looked at as someone that supports crypto, but he's investing in this institution that invests heavily in crypto. He knows what he's doing. I don't think he needs to invest in crypto because it's not something where you need the speculation or you need the fluctuation or volatility because he's older, right? He can do all the same things that he's been doing, but to teach his his children, his children, his children's children's children, all of them how to invest correctly or for the future, you don't want to just teach them the ways of the past because the ways of the past definitely won't be the ways of the future, and then all of your wealth is now gone, right? That's why they say that wealth is gone by like the second or third generation because they squander it, right? And it's not because they squander it just because they take all this money and throw it on Ferraris and all that other stuff. It's because they don't know how to invest it. They use the old investment style when there's so many other investment styles that come up, right? So it's not only spending the money, but it's also not being able to make the same amount of money. Money is not going to be absolutely consistent. The money that comes in is not going to be consistent. The money that goes out is not going to be consistent. Especially like when I look at when I was a kid, buying like chips and all of this other stuff, going to the grocery store and getting, $200 worth of food was literally filling your like entire refrigerator plus having crazy amounts of food in the pantry and on the top of the fridge and all of that stuff, right? And now $200 is literally just one meal. We went to the grocery store and went to go pick up ingredients for one specific meal. And yes, you need to get ingredients in like bulk and stuff. So we went to pick up ingredients for one specific meal. It was like $130. And I was like, this is one meal. Like this is one like it's not something where it's a specific meal, so we had to pick up all the different pieces for it. But you're paying $130 to pick up all these different things. And yes, you're probably buying more because you're making food for more people. But still, you're buying more meats. You're buying, whatever it is, spaghetti. You're buying the bread. You're buying the tomatoes. You're buying the fruit that's now an arm and a leg. Like it's just crazy. My leg itches a lot. Loop ring is amazing. Yes, I'm holding on to loop ring. I currently have my money in loop ring. Let's see what's happening with loop ring because I put money into a pool, an Ethereum and loop ring pool. It might have come down because the prices of uh, positions have come down as well. But let me connect my wallet. It is an Ethereum wallet, so I'm gonna have to. But it's so cheap to send things. Layer two. It's so cheap. Unlock my wallet. Yeah, so it looks like this has grown, even though Ethereum prices, I believe, have come back a little bit, right? You're seeing the pool increase. So I had invested total in everything was $357. So this is still close to $400, even though I believe Ethereum and Loopring have come back. Like Loopring is at a level of 117, and earlier this week it was at 130, I think. Or not earlier this week, but earlier like last week it was at like 130. And I don't know where Ethereum is. Let's see if we can find Ethereum here easily. Come on. There we go. 3,500. That's at a higher price. So that has moved a little bit. It's not at a crazy high price, but it is over 3,500. And that's what we want to see. But still, seeing this up in the level of $400 versus 357, we're seeing a little bit of a gain, even though I didn't invest a crazy amount, right? Damn, a lot of people are plugging projects today, like nonstop, trying to get Matthew Perry to mention it. Yeah, it seems that way. I'm not, but I'm not gonna sit here and just talk about all of these, especially if I'm not. I mean, certain things people just want my opinions on, and I don't have subscribers only on. I don't think that's probably why. People just want an opinion that aren't really like subscribers, but some people are subscribers, and I notice their names, but I just can't get to the comments. We need Nicolas Cage to make a movie about finding out who Satoshi is. I would pay to see that. So would I. I've been watching Finding, is it Finding Anna or something like that on Netflix, and it's really good. I love watching movies about money and different things that happened, how people got out of paying for things, and I'm not saying that I want to do that, but it's just very interesting to see like how people can easily get away with those things, and then how the world adjusts to what they have done, right? It's pretty interesting. I like that movie or the show. We're on like the second to last episode. God, I would love Krill to flip and move. Yeah, it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time. Um, I think Krill obviously just needs it does it gets separate pumps, and then you're gonna see people come into it. And currently, you're seeing two things that are slightly down right now. Right, you see Krill that's down about 1%. You see Harvest Finance, right? OMG slightly up about 1%. Gitcoin up 3%. That's up to $8.15. Compound 2%. Loopring up 1%. Polymath up to 50 cents. So we have some things that are making some positive moves, and I'm happy about that. But we want to see more positive moves. We want to see aggressively positive moves, right? Shills are gonna shill. Yeah, that's true. What's the pool, Matt? It's a joint staking thing. Yes. So basically, I'm throwing my money into Loopring and Ethereum, and going into one of these pools at a higher percent interest. I believe it was like 20. It was like 28% interest when I got into it. Right now, it's currently at 3.7% interest. But it was an Ethereum and LRC pool, and it was at 27 or 28% interest, and now it's at 3.7%. But either way, still gaining something with the price and with all the movement. Yeah, that's the pool. You can enter any pool here, but it's interesting trading on layer 2 because it costs you literally nothing to move Ethereum to another position, and it's just phenomenal. uh Will Smith can play Shita. Yeah, I guess maybe Shitoshi. uh can you do a TA on SLP? I believe I did earlier. I started to get confused by it, but I'm like 90% sure I did earlier in the video. Probably closer to like the 10-minute mark. There's no end in war. It's true. There's a mild pause. We hit the pause button. Yeah, if they stop with their stupid war, we can all make money. True. True. There are too much cheerleaders. I'm glad you act like an investor. Well, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. I love to invest in things. I love to grow. I love to grow my money and not just pile on money, if that makes sense. Like other people would give me money in order to talk about things. I can gladly, well, not gladly. I can definitely see a lot of people, come in here and say, "Hey, can you talk about this?" I will pay you a certain amount to talk about it, right? If I didn't reach out to them, then it's probably going to be something that I'm not going to heavily talk about. Like I reached out to Zelda Inu because I believe in the project. I reached out to them because they show the devs have shown me so much, and in everything that they've done and the growth of their Twitter, everything. It's been phenomenal, and the communication is something that I haven't seen with others. Right, you're seeing that communication direct to your the people that are included or partners that are in your coin. So that's why I love Zelda Inu so much, and everything that they will build onto these projects, I will support because I love the the um, the way the devs roll, the way the devs are moving, and the lead dev especially. So, yeah. Same thing with Shiba Burn. I've talked to them time in and time out. I've talked to them every not every day, but like every other week. At one point, it was like every week, and we're just trying to get an understanding of what could be different. They're including me in all these decisions. I love seeing that. So the fact that I'm included in all these decisions and just conversations shows that I'm a part of it. Even though I'm not a dev and I'm not the biggest investor in the world, or the biggest holder, I'm still included in these decisions. And, all the questions that I have and the community has around me are getting answers. In time, Marvin Inu will show you. Keep us on your radar. Yeah, I definitely will show you. I definitely will look at it. I know you said this before. I remember. Um, and again, I'm always looking for something that could gain. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's just something that I won't invest into. Um, and if you make money, then great. I love seeing people make money. You know what I mean? But again, if something's not for me, it doesn't matter if it makes $1 billion. It's not going to be for me. So I hope everybody that's invested in this position makes tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars, because I'll be ecstatic if people can make some money off of a position like this or any position. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that though. Do you know what cult thing is? I've heard of it, but I haven't looked into it. I've seen some people spamming all over YouTube. Yeah, I've seen people talk about cult, and I don't want to start like mentioning it because I feel like they're gonna come over like a cult. No, I've seen people mention it on Twitter and on YouTube, and I haven't been interested enough to dive into it. But it's not something that's been hitting my comment section hard enough from different people, the same people, but not different people. Ricey is the next GME. I looked into Ricey a while ago, and I was gonna try and get into that, but it was like I couldn't trade. I think it was OTC stocks, so that was an issue for me. I think all my crypto videos there is, wait, literally all my crypto vids. There is at least one comment on cult. Yeah, on Coinbase, I'm currently down a PS5. That's a funny way of thinking of it. Me and my wife were talking about the one Family Guy episode where they were talking about units of measurement, and they were like a desk of Cheez-Its, a hammock of cake, and that's what that reminds me of. I'm currently down a PS5. You could start applying it to certain like appliances. Man, I'm down a 4K uh, OLED resolution display Samsung TV. Man, I'm down a PS5. That's funny. Did Cronos rug? Coin market cap is saying in tracked. What? You're saying it's untracked? I don't think it. I don't think it rugged. Last time I checked, everything was good. Cronodes. Huh. Yeah, it is saying that it's untracked. I don't think it rugged. Let's check over here. Let's go to Cronodes. See what's happening here. It shouldn't have. No, it doesn't look like it did. Maybe it's just untracked. I know they're looking to change to like version 2 or something, but and maybe that's the reason why. So the migration is something that's happening. I currently have 3 CRN, which I can claim, and I am going to claim. We're going to see what the price is. It's probably a low price, maybe like maybe $5, maybe less than that. But we'll see. We will see. Let's go to Cronos swap. Bring over Cronos swap here. And let's just add that CRN to CRO max. I'm only getting $10 for it. So that means that means it's less than $5 per coin. That's crazy. All right, well, I guess I'll swap it, but it is untracked on CoinMarketCap. That's interesting. So I don't know how this is migrating. I don't know how everything is working, but I'll have to dive into that a little bit more to give people information because if it's currently being untracked, that's obviously not what you want. And I don't know how they would go to version 2 if they're looking to give you a different percentage and start like kind of from scratch. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But currently, I have 173 CRO that's sitting in my MetaMask wallet, and I'm probably going to move over to uh, crypto.com. Just makes sense for me to do something like that. Do I have my? I disconnected my wallet. Actually, let me check my Binance Smart Chain wallet. Let me see what I have here. Uh, this has been a gold standard for like 90 years, and that's not going well at all. Untracked. Yeah, I see. Uh, I'm glad you mentioned appliances. I need to use my coffee maker. Did you ever heard about Siki? I don't know what that is. No, I haven't heard of it. I mean, everyone in the world's reserve currency is the dollar. What token? I'm down 15 PS5s from Saitama. That's horrendous. Why you invest in wait? It's why you invest in crypto continues to beat inflation. Looks at BTC as an example. Um, Two things that will never go away: investing in the military weapons and toilet paper. You're probably right. I mean, I don't know. With bidets nowadays, I feel like toilet paper might be a thing of the past. Just spraying. That's what it's all about. Um, Water is the best investment. It's true. That will never go away. We always need water. What can you say about the hack on the Ronin Bridge? We'll actually get that money back. I mean, I'm if probably not. I would say probably not. I haven't looked into it in detail, but probably not. I mean, usually the way uh, money is being put back is usually by um, like exchanges. So I don't know. I'm down a half my Xbox Series X. All my stocks on weapons, but always want more ammo. Yeah. All right, let's see how many people are. We got 56 people on the Let It Burn channel. That's great, guys. Hit that like button. If you want to become a member, become a member. We're currently sitting at about I think 300 members. I don't know if we lost any, but we always lose some. Go to monetization. Let's go to memberships. We're currently at 303 members, and we have $571 worth of revenue without even uploading videos. Let's look at our actual revenue. I know yesterday and the weekend hasn't been as aggressive in views. You can see here that the views are down, and so is the revenue down to a low of $48 in one day. Still $48, but it's not anything like to write home about. It's not like the 31st where we saw 334, or any of these days where we see over 100 or around $50 to $100. So it's still good either way. We're still gaining views, gaining traction. I want to be able to provide more videos here, and we will try and do, 1 to 2 every single day, plus the live stream, and hopefully we can gain a ton of traction. But currently we're at about 3,000, 3,500 subscribers, almost at 14,000 subscribers. That's insane. That's amazing. I'm loving it. Let's check out the entire market. Let's see what's happening with the market. The current market is actually up 1.43%, up to 2.18 trillion dollar market cap. Bitcoin's up 2%, Ethereum's up 2%, BNB's up 3%. You can see a lot of things that are slightly up. Terra Luna, that's up 5%. Polkadot is up 2%. I think that really has a potential chance with how much you can get in Polkadot over on crypto.com. It's insane. You can get like 14% on Polkadot and crypto.com. The IRS is super understaffed. You don't have to pay taxes. I have to go see you, Matt. I have a good day, and thank you for all your videos. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And hopefully you have a good day as well. I invested in SHIB and I am a member. I believe in SHIB. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being invested in anything, because there's a lot of people that don't invest at all. And I think that's dumb. I understand people are afraid to invest because they don't want to lose the money that they have. But in order to make your money work for you and to have that opportunity to not have to work as much, you need to be able to invest. If your money, let's say you're making $60,000 a year, if you can find a way to make your money earn an extra 30%, that's way better than what you're making here, right? You just save your money and then you still have your money that you started with in the beginning. And then if that money's making you 30%, you're compounding it and it's making you 30%, and you're adding on new money every single year, you're doing so much more for yourself than you think. And then you're setting yourself up for, a future date of you not having to work, spending a lot of your time doing what you want to do, right? And if your kids need your help or you need to do something, you don't ever have to say, I got to work. You know what I mean? You can take a full break from work. We're starting to see Shiba Inu come back down to earth a little bit. Well, not starting. We already saw it, because it was increasing up to about 27 and then started to decrease, and now it's down to high 26s again. Is Solana getting updated April 22nd? That's news to me. What are they updating with Solana? Solana update. What's new? Solana update. Oh, this is March 10th. March 10th, 2022. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's another position that I wanted to do a lot more research on, because I did invest in Solana, but then I ended up moving that money and put it into Shiba Inu because it was a low amount. It was lower than my floor. Typically, I want a floor of like $300, and it was lower than my floor. It was like $200 worth of like Solana or something. I only got two of them. And it's something I want to look into a little bit more. Bitcoin doesn't need a V2, just saying. You're probably right. I mean, it might. It might need something. The energy consumption is crazy, so it might need some sort of V2. But I mean, the popularity in V1, it doesn't really need it. You're right. Just stake Polkadot and uphold. Bag more SHIB. That's amazing. I think I want to stake Polkadot in. What percentage are you getting in uphold? because over in crypto.com it's like 14.5%. And even without having any CRO invested, it's like 12% or something. Just got back into ADA and pulled the trigger on a small position in CRO. Thank you for the information and knowledge. No problem. No problem. I really like CRO. I also like what ADA is doing, to tell you the truth. 10.5%. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, 10.5% is really good. Let me actually check and make sure that's accurate, that it is 12% even without staking anything, because I think it's pretty high. I think it's way higher than what we would see with other, because the USDC is pretty high. Come on. And then the other stable coins are high as well. So you can earn up to 14. I know they did make that change, right? So 14.5%. And if we scroll down here, we have, I guess, two tiers, right? If you're staking, oh, they actually have 3 tiers. So they still have 3 tiers. That's interesting because they said they would only have 2 tiers. The staking 400 or less, 4,000, or staking 40,000 or more. They said they would only have either 4,000 or 40,000, over or under 40,000. That's interesting. We'll have to get into that and look into what that's all about. But if we scroll down here, let's go ahead and update this. Keep this at 4,000. If you're staking 4,000 in CRO, you're going to be able to get 12.5% on Polygon. I think if you're staking 40,000, you'll get 14.5% in Polygon, and also 14.5% in Polkadot, right? So I don't know exactly what that was. Yeah, 12.5%. If you're staking less than 400, it's 11%. So just 0.5% higher than probably what you're getting if you're not staking CRO. But that's still, either way, amazing. And something that could move like Polygon or like Polkadot. I think that's good. And oh wow, if you're staking 400 or less, you're still getting 2%. That's good. Let's look at 4,000. You're getting 3% on Shiba Inu, which is really, really good. Let's see, Dogecoin, you're getting 3%. Cosmos, you're getting 5%. um, Cronos, 6%. Ethereum, 4%. So yeah, I need to go through these updated numbers because you're looking at tier one. You would still be no matter what, you would still be tier one. Tier one is going to be less than $30,000. So I think it's $30,000 per investment that you have. It's not $30,000 like total. I'm pretty sure that would make no sense for you to only invest $30,000 into, uh, you know, cryptocurrency as a whole. But yeah, I stake $4,000, and I would love to stake more, because if you do this, let's see, allocations for $30,000. Let's see if they have a calculator on any. I guess they don't have a calculator. They used to have the calculator where they can break all of this stuff down. Oh wait, here we go. Never mind. So if you have $30,000, let's see, $30,000. That's in USDC, right? Let's see if I go to 300, how much that's going to be. So you're going to get, instead of 10%, you'll just get 5% on $300,000, which is still $15,000. Um, and you can only stake up to a certain amount. I just don't know how much they would allow you to stake. If they can let you stake like $3 million, it's only $1 million at whole. So $50,000 is the most that you can gain there from USDC. Um, let's see if I wanted to change this to. Oh wow, it just looks better. I like it. It looks better. I'll have to go through this in depth and see the changes here, and give you guys an update to that. Uphold says they charge 15% on stake, and they said they accounted for that fee when quoting 15% and the 10.5. Oh, okay. Interesting. That's the case. I should have listened to you. You're the reason I even considered it. If I'm here and you guys are here, we all make yes, we all make money soon. What is your opinion on Solana and Bitcoin Cash? So Bitcoin Cash, and I haven't looked into much. Solana, I do think is a great move, especially for the long term. Something that you can stake and see consistent gains with. And I would love to be able to get something like that. So like, if I'm looking at Solana over here, I can get 6.5% on my Solana if I'm holding 40,000 or more. If I'm not, I can get less. But either way, you're able to gain some sort of passive income and see the growth potential within Solana as you're holding it for the long term. That's what I always look for. And then obviously, I have to look into the use cases a little bit more in order to understand everything that's going into it, because there might be a better benefit that we can see with Solana. Cronos to Pluto. I would agree. I don't, wait, I only do supercharge. I don't believe in their APY since what is it? How actually everything. I heard there's only 1.3 million BTC left on the exchanges. Yeah, 1.2 now. 3 million. Hold my beer. Oh man, I'm getting tired. Why am I so tired? Maybe it's because I haven't eaten. Hey guys, just to let you know, I am uploading. I know some people aren't really interested in golf, but I'm uploading a golf video later today. I just want you guys to support it because I want to be able to build that golf channel into something, and I also want to be able to build that into something to maybe where I'm challenging people uh to like matches for cryptocurrency. That would be fun. And even just standard things like, hey, a distance challenge. Who can have the most distance? Do you like crypto? First, I'll ask them, do you like cryptocurrency? Do you invest in cryptocurrency? Um, and if they do, we can have a competition on whatever cryptocurrency they want. Obviously, not choosing Bitcoin. It would be like probably $100 worth of cryptocurrency, or depending on what it is, if we do an 18-hole match, um, and I would imagine I'm going to lose, but eventually I'm going to get better and I'm going to start to win a lot of these. And if they can beat me, I'll give them some cryptocurrency and we'll do it for like some of the most popular cryptocurrency or something. That would be fun. But if you guys want to subscribe to my golf channel, definitely go ahead and do that. If you go over to my main channel, or you go to my page, so where am I at here? Yeah, if you go to my page here, which I don't know why it's not in dark mode, but whatever. If you go to my page here and you go over to channels, you're going to see all the channels I'm associated with. Right, the Let It Burn channel, if you guys want to join that, that's always good. The gaming channel, we will get back on that and start gaming. I was actually thinking about uploading something today, but have a couple of things to upload, and then we could jump into that maybe. We have a reaction channel, and we have the golf channel. If you guys want to go over here and subscribe, we are going to be uploading a new video today and just playing some golf. Again, I love playing the game, and some people may think it's boring, but I absolutely love playing the game, and it gets addicting. And again, I want to do challenges like that to where I'm challenging people for money, even though I'm not amazing. Like you can see this like the worst golf I've ever played, and I'm not good at all. But eventually, I will get better, and I will start beating people. And it's not something where they'll ever pay me anything. It's like, hey, I'm offering this up. If you win, you get this. If I lose, then I get it back. Right? Something like that. So it's never something where they're gonna have to, unless they truly want to put something, like if they're another golf channel and they want to do something like that, then we can definitely do it. But I'm gonna start playing for cryptocurrency and seeing what we can do here. If I end up going bankrupt, it's all your fault. I'm just I'm just joking. I hope Tiger plays in the Masters. I've seen that he went to a practice round, so I really hope he plays as well. I just want to see him break records. That's all I want to see. I want to see anybody break records. This is why I'm not a big fan of Tom Brady, but I wanted to see him break records. The only records I didn't want to see him break were Drew Brees' records, which were like all of the passing records. and it pisses me off that he broke them. And Drew Brees should have came back this year. He should have. I know he doesn't have an arm. Like, he can't even throw it over 30 yards. But I know he doesn't have that arm. But still, like, you have, like, I feel like he could have came back, especially after, everything that happened. But and I think it was Sean Payton's last year. Nobody knew that, but it was. So yeah, I'm gonna move some things over because I currently have OMG over here, and if I bring OMG over to this platform, I can gain, I think, 3% on it. So if I go back down because I have 4,000 staked, if I can gain 3% on my yeah, I think OMG's here. Thought it was. If Beefy Finance, interesting. People were mentioning that. Where is it? Do we have OMG here? I thought we did. There we go. OMG. So I would gain 3% on OMG. That would be good. And I would also gain 3% on Compound. So why not? I understand Compound can run, but why not collect while I am doing that? But the issue is, do I stake it for 3 months? If I stake it for 3 months, then that could be horrible because I end up losing out on an opportunity to pull out my position very like short term, you know? So that's the thing you run into. Now I could do a flexible stake instead of doing that. I could do flexible and say, all right, well I'll gain 1% on my compound or 1% on my OMG. But it's just I feel like that's not enough. 1% is not enough. It's something. It's more than what I'm gaining now, but it's just not enough. Hey, hey Matt Perry, I created an NFT with 100 copies. The NFT looks like you. I've sold out at $100 a pop. Do I get a cut of that at all? Why don't you give me an NFT? I want an NFT. Hey Matt, we should take over as devs, boost up this beautiful community. Yeah, I hope we do. I like CRO. Don't get me wrong. Their network was just lagged really bad. What does that mean? Hello. Upon entrance, I smashed the like button. I appreciate that. That is a true viewer and subscriber, to YouTube channels. This is a true YouTube viewer right there. As soon as you enter, you smash the like button. It's just like I understand. Like I usually want to see the video and make sure I like it before I smash the like button. But I always have that in my mind the whole entire time. That I'm going to hit the like button if I hear anything that I like, right? But there's a lot of times where I forget, and I don't want to forget. So I hit the like button before, and then if I don't like something, I will take the like away. So it's more likely that I will hear a lot of things that I like, and I'll most likely hit the like button. But it's less likely that I'll hear something that I dislike and want to just say this is horrible and hit the dislike button, right? Because if I know that I'm going to do that, then that like will go away. So I usually default to a good reaction, and then if it ends up being a bad reaction, I just change it. It's just how it goes. Question: how does that card on Cronos? How does that card on Cronos work? After 4K deposit, do they use the money staked, or do they get a line of credit, or is it cash loading the card? So you have 4K. So let's say you deposit the 4K. You're depositing 4K not to use. You're depositing the 4K in CRO in order to stake. So you're gaining 10% or whatever, depending on what you stake. So 4K will get you, I think it's 12%, 10% or 12%. So you're getting the percentage staked on your CRO, and then you have to top off the card. It's a debit card. So they don't give you a line of credit. You have to take your money, your extra money. Let's say you have $5,000 in bills, you can put $5,000 onto that card, and then you can use that for all of your bills, and you'll get 2% or sorry 3% cash back on every purchase, or 3% CRO back on every purchase, every single purchase. It doesn't have to be a specific area. It doesn't have to be groceries or gas or anything. It can be anything that you spend money on. You're getting 3% CRO back, right? Um, so that's how you use that card. Now, if the amount of your investment goes over 4K, let's say you currently you invest 4K and it goes to 8K, like it doubles in price. Well, you're gonna end up getting all of that back. You're only getting the staked rewards on the amount that you had there, I believe. So it's not something that compounds. So actually, I'm not 100% sure about that. That's interesting. If it goes to 100K, are you still getting 3% on what you have there? Because technically, you're getting let's say, or sorry, not 3%. You're getting 10% on what you have there. Technically, you're getting the Cronos back. You're not getting the cash back. So you're not getting like an increased amount. Technically, you're getting more money back, but you're getting the same amount of CRO back. So say if you get CRO, you get 20 CRO every week, you're going to get 20 CRO every week going forward, because you still have the same amount of CRO. You just have more cash because the price of the investment rose. So that's how that goes. Um, but yeah, the deposit, the CRO deposit is different than your money that you're spending with, because it's a debit card. What time are you? What time will you be streaming till? I've heard I have to head out in a bit. So if you are still on, I will see you later. If not, have a great day and see you tomorrow. Thanks very much. Yeah, I'm only going to be streaming to probably about 9:30. Maybe a little bit less, because I want to go say hi and bye to the kids. I think I might have to take them to daycare. So, okay, I get it. Thanks for the clarity. 3%, nice. Um, the different cards have different CRO reward rates. Yes, 100%. They have, I think the first one has like 6%. So the Ruby card has like 6%. And then you get up to the second card, which are either the green or the indigo blue or royal indigo. That's around, I think, 10. And then the next one up is 12. And then the next one up again is 12. So both of the top two tiers are 12. The middle one is 10. The ruby one is 6. And then the blue one, you're not staking anything. So if you stake anything, not through the card, but outside the card, it's still going to be 6%. So yeah, I do want to break that down in a future video. Good morning, DRob357 over on Twitch. I appreciate anybody watching on Twitch. Thank you for watching over here. Still getting used to that platform. Again, I want to do a lot of like gaming and stuff, and I think that will be the platform to do that on. Obviously. But it's not a growth platform. I don't think Twitch is a growth platform. It's something that you just get on there and you bring traffic from others. Thanks for all you do. Really appreciate it. Yeah, no problem. Do you have referral links for Cronos? Yes. Link. Let me put it in the chat here. What is this? Sign up for Streamlabs. The hell? I, what the hell is this? Wait, what? I don't know what's going on here. I had a link for Cronos, but I don't know. Right here. I don't know why they did that. They automatically put support support the Streamlabs or whatever. I guess they automatically put that on there now. That's weird. Very weird. Let me add this to the chat. Here's my referral link for crypto.com. If you guys want to join crypto.com, it's a great platform. I love it. I'm going to be moving some, so you're going to see this amount go down because I'm going to be removing $3,500 here. I'm also going to be removing $2,400 here, and I think I might remove one more piece here, but I'm not sure. Might be Shiba Inu, so it's going to be another 400, and then Dogecoin probably, and just gain 1% on whatever I can gain, which could be big in the grand scheme of things. I'll take it. Go back here. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, definitely follow me on Twitter. We're almost at 4,000 followers, which is insane because we just started pushing our our Twitter here, and really just making random tweets here. I know there's a lot of people that didn't like this tweet. You know, that SHIB went from decentralized to dev centralized. There were a lot of people that were like, "What is this FUD going on?" It's like, no, I'm not looking to do that. I want to talk to the devs. I want to talk to the people that are involved in decision making processes and all that stuff. And it's more than just putting out negative information, because I talk about negative information and positive information as well. Uh, I saw Milkshake Twitter about YouTubers. Are you excited for the idea to make questions? It's gonna be like an AMA, a duck all. Yeah, I think it would be good. I think I'm excited about being able to bring up some of these questions. I know that we're probably not going to get all the answers because we've brought up a lot of questions before, but we need answers. We 100% need answers. If they can't come up with answers and future projections and goals and all that stuff, then what are we here for? Like, the community needs to be happy, and the community cares about Shiba Inu. I'm not saying they only care about Shiba Inu. I think Shiba Inu should be the one that supports and gets support from these other projects, right? If people are invested in Shiba Inu, if they show that they care about where Shiba Inu can go and the growth of this position and the use case behind it and all that stuff, understand that other investors into into other projects will come, right? If you invest into something else, let's say you invest into lands, right? You invest into Shiba Inu land, you're buying with Shiba Inu, and somehow these other coins come into play, but Shiba Inu needs to be the leader in this. It needs to be that native token that we're using. We understand that people don't want it to dump. You don't want to dump Shiba Inu. However, the use case is strong. If people are buying with Shiba Inu every single time, let's say, because if you're treating it like this, if you're treating it to where you're spending money, you're spending Ethereum on buying this land. Every time you buy it, you're buying it with Ethereum, right? It's not about just you dumping the position. It's about setting it up for future purchases with Shiba Inu, right? So buying it from the beginning and dumping Ethereum or doing whatever you have to do um, is great if you had something set up for the future to where people buy in SHIB and not buy in Ethereum. Because if investor to investor is buying in Ethereum and holding it, and they're holding their SHIB that they end up selling for, right? Then you end up getting a win-win out of the deal. But if people that are buying from the start, you need to be able to purchase new SHIB to buy the lands, which creates more of a use case, and it creates a constant use case for it. Why was this not an option? Like, I understand where they're coming from. You know, you didn't want to dump the price of Ethereum, but you have to understand that the price, or you didn't want to dump the price of Shiba Inu, but the price would increase so much more with the amount of FOMO buying that's going on, with the use case that's the newest use case on 100,000 Shiba Inu lands, or SHIB the metaverse lands. Um, it's just so much more than what they're thinking, and maybe they're just thinking in like a tight little box rather than thinking outside the box. I don't know. Twitter is running hard because of Elon. Wow, my dude can move stocks like no other. Yeah, I would agree. Hey Matt, will you do a step-by-step video on uh, MMF setup? That'd be real nice. I keep hearing about, uh, but I have no clue how to do it. What is MMF? Am I missing something here? What is MMF? I'm missing something here. I feel like I know what it is, but I don't at the same time. Even when you speak negative, it sounds positive. Well, thank you. I guess it's because no one has the keys to SHIB or something like that. Yeah, I understand that you can't change the contract. They don't have the keys to SHIB, but you do have an understanding of how to decrease the supply with the ecosystem, right? If you have an ecosystem of people that are following it and you're building something around it, you don't have to change anything in the contract at all. I mean, it would be great if you could change it to where it's, you know, you're burning off 1% per buy and sell, but you can't change that now. I don't think, at least, yeah, I really don't think they can, but you can do that in certain platforms, right? If you make it to where Shiba Swap is your own platform to where you're buying and selling Shiba and other cryptocurrencies or whatever, if you literally do it to where everything that's sold through there is going, let's say 1% burn off Shiba, that's a small amount, but it's way larger than what we can expect anywhere else, right? Or buying Shiba Inu lands, or anything you're buying within the metaverse here, anything you're playing within the metaverse can go towards a SHIB increase or decrease in the supply, increase in the price. There's so many opportunities to make SHIB such a big investment, which in turn will make so many other investments grow as well. It's about the trickle effect, and I think that's what's necessary, because people are just seeing, you know, Bone and Leash and SHIB the metaverse as more of a cash grab than anything, and I don't want to see it that way, and I know they don't want to see it that way. But they're thinking it. Jesus, I can't talk. They're thinking of it as a different investment or a separate investment, and it is a separate investment, but it's an ecosystem, right? The trickle effect will be strong. I guarantee the trickle effect will be strong as long as they find a way to implement, SHIB into all of these other moves as well. BTM for SHIB is huge. It shows that it will be around for a long time. Yes, that's 100%. Who's the furry that blocks you, Matt? It's uh Tropheus. So this will be interesting to be able to, because Tropheus is part of the defense breed, and just to be able to have, that conversation on there and say, look, why do you guys not support or even look at a lot of these coins? I understand you guys want to be at the forefront of, creating these burns and creating all the hype, but I think the strength is around the community. So why do they not support some of these coins like Shiba Burn, right? I understand looking into it, but not even entertaining a conversation is stupid. You need to entertain a conversation. You need to understand exactly where they're coming from, and if you believe where they're coming from, then you can talk about it. If the community believes where they're coming from, then it's beyond your decision. You can't sit here and make that decision and basically say I want to block them and not listen to anything that they're talking about. Because the way that I'm going to start it is, first of all, Tropheus, unblock me. Um, I don't know why you blocked me. No, but I feel like that's not how I'm gonna start, but it should be. I try not to hate on people, but furries are weird, man. Yeah, a little bit. Hey Matt, I'm new to this channel. I've been watching your videos for a bit now, and I want to thank you for your time and appreciation to the community. Yeah, I thank you for being here. Thank you for saying that. I love the kind words. I mean, it goes a long way. But thank you for being here. Without you guys, there's no me, right? If we were sitting at, 10 viewers, then there would be no streams that I'm creating. I would just be creating videos. But I love talking to you guys and being able to voice my opinion every single day, even if I'm not changing the background much, right? So I really appreciate you for saying that, and I appreciate everybody being here and just, being a part of this community. It's a big deal for me. Also, what are your thoughts, opinions on Gala coin, uh, the Gala verse they're creating? So I'm a fan of Gala. I don't have Gala, but I am a fan of Gala just because it looks like it is something that's leading the way, sort of, within the metaverse here, and something that's really strong. And that's why I always wanna look into something more, but I never have time to look into it. So eventually I will. Yes. Somebody, somebody open the door. think I think one of the kids opened the door. I think it was Harper. All right, I'm gonna have to go because I want to go say hi to them and eat breakfast with them. And I don't ever eat breakfast, but I wanna do that. I know the stock market's not really moving in the way that we want it to right now. AMC's down. I hope that we can see AMC up today and actually make some moves because I'm just glad that as we're looking at the month view, we're trending upwards. I expected to see a negative day. I don't expect it to come back down to these levels here, down to 17, but I do expect to see a negative month, I guess. And this may be that slightly negative month, but the point is that we did find a way to increase up to these higher levels. And I didn't expect it to get halted, that quick. The fact that it was halted on the way down was just sad. But yeah, we'll talk about the stock market. We'll talk about in investing in the stock market and cryptocurrency and all of that stuff in future videos. But I appreciate you guys being here. Um, Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. I can't wait for the whole AMA that's for YouTubers and who's going to be involved and what questions are going to be asked and also how they're going to answer these questions. Because again, we just need answers. I like being transparent. It's not going to be, in my opinion, I don't care what happens with other people. It's not going to be a sugar coated AMA for me. If they end up blocking me by the end of it, then I feel like we should have gotten a lot of questions asked and we didn't get a lot of answers. But if they don't block me by the end of it, well, you got a child that's really crying up there. If they don't end up blocking me by it, then it was obviously a good AMA and we got a lot of answers and all of that. So hopefully things are good. It's not going to be sugar coated in my opinion. I think we're gonna be fine. I got to get to this crying child upstairs. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And I'll catch you in the next one. I got to go see what this baby's doing.